curious that as I feel into what I want to speak about and just begin to let my heart open up and share, I notice all the fears and frustrations coming up around speaking from a place of open vulnerability and flow and not from a place of head and knowing exactly what I want to talk about. When I dip down into my heart more, there's just this sense of just wanting to express something, wanting to serve from a place of just speaking. It's what's real for me, what's present for me. And I notice like the subtle frustrations, like I hear noises around and I like can feel myself contract a little bit because I hear movement in the house and I hear people outside, and it's so interesting that I'm afraid. I have fear. Like, what will people think of me when I speak from my heart? It's more frightening on some level than, I have this perfectly well planned out thing to talk about. Here are my bullet points. Check them off the list. And while that's really beautiful and powerful and has its place, something that I know that I'm bringing more and more into my own world and into the world of those who I am in contact with is an opportunity to be more in flow, to be more available to the present moment, to really allow for ourselves to improvise and to jam a little bit. This is the thing that I think I love the most about speaking and about playing music even, is the ability and willingness to just let go. And how, for me, some of the most magical moments that I've ever experienced didn't happen from a place of me having planned out everything perfectly. As we have all these sounds coming in right now. It actually came from a place of me just letting go. And just letting it happen. Letting myself be seen. Breathing into my body. Feeling myself as I'm in the moment. Getting lost in the present moment, like being so present that everything else dissolves and disappears and falls away. And I'm left with what is flowing from me, what is beaming out of me. I love the sense of being in that flow. And it comes and goes. Even in a given moment, it's like, oh, it's here, there it is. The moment I try to grab it and hold it and keep it, it moves away from me. Such an incredible exploration of surrender, willingness to let go fully, just dip into the moment. It's a sensation like nothing else, especially when we get it, when we feel that moment. So, yeah, today I'm just exploring how the thing that I want the most to let my heart express, let my words come through unabashed, is also the thing that scares me the most. And I feel fear, I feel distracted, and I feel uncertain. Like it's like I want my words to have impact and meaning and really serve. And on some level, I'm not in control of that. It's a disservice for me to actually try to manipulate my words with my mind, thinking that I'm being of service. I think the greatest thing that I can give is my willingness to just speak and let the words fall how they may, and let people's interpretations and what they choose to receive and walk away with be what it be. That I don't have to have all the answers to that. And it's not my business, honestly. My calling is more to let myself be heard and just express and share. What happens after that isn't part of it in a lot of ways. I want it to have positive impact, and I want it to do good in the world, and I don't want to be ostracized or ridiculed or, any of the things. I don't want to be judged negatively. I could probably stand some positive judgment. But the more and more I have to just show up and let my heart speak. And let it unfold as it will, and trust that the right people will hear the words that I'm speaking. I don't have to have all the answers, and I don't have to have it all figured out. I just have to show up and do it. Show up and be part of it. Show up and surrender forward into that flow. Not surrender and hold back, but surrender and move forward. Just step forward. Be in action. It's the lack of action that causes me to feel the most fear and nervousness. Once I'm in action, I feel so much presence and excitement for the most part. And in this moment, I wonder how I turn this and invite you into it. You who's watching this right now. How do I invite you to explore this as well? How do I invite you to share your experience with being in your heart, being in flow, in action and action? How do I create more connection with you so that we can learn together, so that I can hear from you, so that I can feel connected to you, and so that you may get some benefit out of being involved in some way more than just listening. So I guess my question becomes, what keeps you from just letting your heart pour out of you? What keeps you from just flowing into your life? I know for me, I try to think it all through and I try to figure it all out before I make any movement, and it paralyzes me. I have to just step out, be seen, be heard, express, and let it be figured out from that place, from the action-oriented place. So here I am, doing something, letting myself speak, letting myself feel expressed, and hopefully be heard. We'll see. I wish you all a beautiful day.